Okay, so in today's learning series, we will see how we can connect to Google BigQuery from Amazon QuickSight, create a data set in Google BigQuery, bring that over to QuickSight, and then build a quick analysis on that, right? My name is Salim Khan. As Maddie mentioned, I'm a senior QuickSight Solutions Architect at AWS. And please post your questions on the community, and we'll be answering them today as we find time. Okay. So for the agenda today, we will go through a quick overview of how BI authors and developers can use QuickSight, a unified modern BI solution to author the entire experience from connecting and prepping data, building dashboards and insights which can be delivered in multiple forms, including interactive dashboards, paginated reports, the Q natural language queries, and also embedding, right? We'll quickly take a look at the prerequisites that are required for connecting to Google BigQuery from Amazon QuickSight. We will also go through the BigQuery configuration and the connection details that are required. Then I will do an end-to-end demo of the complete solution that we have. Take a look at some key considerations. Okay, and towards the end, I'll provide you some references that you can use after this webinar also. Okay. So Amazon QuickSight lets you connect to all your data wherever it is. QuickSight is natively integrated with AWS data sources as well as on-prem and hosted databases. You can also connect to third-party business applications like Salesforce or ServiceNow, as well as other cloud platforms like Google Cloud, as we are going to see today in today's demo. Once you have connected your data, you can then leverage QuickSight's proprietary high-performance data engine called Spice to accelerate performance or run your queries directly with the data sources that you have. You can combine multiple data sources within QuickSight's data layer to get a holistic view across all your data. The QuickSight's analytics layer enables historical analysis, automated built-in ML insights, forecasting and anomaly detection, and even SageMaker integration to bring your own ML models, all in an intuitive, easy-to-use UI-based workflow. These insights can then be delivered to everyone in multiple ways, right? From interactive dashboards, embedding in apps and websites, the natural language, or what we call as QuickSight Q, paginated reports to meet all your BI needs across different use cases. QuickSight is built on a serverless auto-scaling architecture that is highly available with a robust set of mechanisms to provide secure governed access to your data and insights, which also include row level and column level security. Okay. QuickSight also provides a full set of APIs to enable automation and seamless embedding. Because this was a quick overview of what QuickSight is. Let's take a quick look at the prerequisites. What is required for connecting? We need to have an AWS account. Once you have your AWS account, you can then sign up for Amazon QuickSight account. Once both of these are set up, you also need a Google platform account so that you'll be able to connect to Google Cloud Platform and then to BigQuery from QuickSight. On the BigQuery configuration side, if you are not an admin, you will have to ask the admin to do this for you. But if you have admin rights, what you need to do on IAM and admin is you have to grant role access to the principal. The two roles that are required for the IAM perspective is the BigQuery metadata viewer. This will allow QuickSight to basically read the metadata for the data set and the project that you have, and also the BigQuery job user. So two roles are required on the IAM and admin perspective. And on the BigQuery side, you have to share the data set with the principal, right? And then grant role access to the principal, and the role that you need to grant access is the BigQuery data viewer. On the connection side, once you have these permissions set, you will need the GCP account details. If you have a service account or connecting through your own ID, you will need that ID to connect to GCP. You will need the project ID and also the dataset region. So these are the connection details. Okay, so let's quickly jump on to the demo to do it and see how it looks from an end-to-end perspective. Okay, I'll just share my Google console. So I've logged on to my Google console and I have a demo account that I have created, right? So once I'm logged on to my Google console, the first thing that I need to do or my admin needs to do is go to IAM and admin. So I have this principal that I already have created, which is skdemo_qs. And for this principal, I already have set up the roles and permissions that are required, right? But if it is not set up, you just need to go grant access, click on grant access, and then from there, assign these roles, the BigQuery job user and the BigQuery metadata viewer. So these two roles need to be assigned at the IAM level. So once you have done this, okay, then we can basically go to BigQuery. Okay, so already have a project created, which is called skdemo_qs. We'll quickly create a data set on this project, right? I have some sample data sets I've already created, but let's go ahead and quickly create a new data set. I'll call this as MOQS. Let the region be as multi-region, and then it says create data set. Needs to be an underscore. Okay. Once I have the data set created, I will go ahead and create a table. Okay. What I'm doing is I have a sample SaaS sales CSV data sets that we have that we use for most of our demos in QuickSight. I'll go ahead and bring that data over. This is just a product sales data set that we have that has sales information for a SaaS sales company. It's in CSV format. Google GCP recognize this as a CSV format, right? It provides me the information where it's going. Let me give a name. Yeah, I'll leave it as native table and let it detect the schema automatically, right? And once I create the table, Google will automatically load the data in my table from that CSV file. Okay, so if I click over here, I should be able to see a preview of the data. See, it has the order date, contact name, country, city, region, and the sales information in the table already loaded. Right. So once I have a data set created, I have a table. What we need to do is we need to basically add or share this data set with the principal so that it's visible to QuickSight, right? So we click over on the data set and click on share. Okay. Once we have that, we can add that principal, which is demo QS. Okay. And then I need to assign the roles. Since I've done this before, it automatically gives me some roles. Otherwise, I can search for it. I need the BigQuery data viewer role. Okay, and then save. So once I've done that, now I've set up configuration on my IAM side. I have set up configuration on my data set, right? I can then head over to QuickSight. Okay. Click on the data set. Click on a new data set. See, now we have a native connector with Google BigQuery. I'll click on BigQuery information. I just give PQ demo. For the project ID, I can go back over here and I can get the project ID from here. Okay, and then it requests you to get your dataset region. Right, so I can go back to Google to get the dataset region. I can actually click on my dataset and it says gives me the region on the data location. I can just say it says US and go back over here and then type US. Yeah, and then sign in. Okay. I already have this demo account that I've set up. It'll prompt me, it's QuickSight is trying to access it. I'll click continue. It's going to authenticate behind the scenes, and then it's going to give me the metadata. Since I have two data sets listed over here, it gives me both. I just created this one. I can select the table that I have and then click on edit and preview data. Okay, so this is the data prep layer of QuickSight for folks who are seeing it for the first time, right? So we can see we've gotten the BigQuery table out here in the prep layer for QuickSight. We can add other data sources from a file upload or any other. You can bring in data from AWS that you can join and connect once you have data. So you can do multi-cloud analytics based on that, right? So you can add another data source to the data set and join those two and then publish the data set in Spice mode, right? So once I have this now, I'm going to save and publish this. Okay. So this is going to load all the data from BigQuery into my Spice layer, which is our super fast in-memory calculation engine. Let's go. Okay, so the refreshes in progress is going to put everything in memory. We can also take a look at when the refresh is running, right, on the refresh screen to see how much rows are loaded, what is left. And once it's done, it will give you how many rows have been loaded, right? Okay. Now, once the data is loaded, I can click on the data set and then say use an analysis. Okay, and then click on create. Now I have my data set, which is put in Spice, which is gotten from BigQuery, and I can quickly start building some visuals. I have an orthographic, change that to a line. I guess here, let me drop my order date and my sales. Okay, and then change it over to a monthly grain. I got my sales trend. I want to build another visual. Okay, I say okay, I need a breakdown from industry. Okay. That, and then if we want to add more visuals like a map visual, okay, simply in the region or the country and show the profit by country. Okay. And once I've built my analysis, that I can go ahead and publish my analysis as a new dashboard and then share it with my users. Okay. So we saw how quickly we were able to bring in data set from Google BigQuery, connect to it, okay, and bring that over to QuickSight. Okay. So one of the key considerations that we have today is for the native connector that we have, we currently support only the Spice dataset. The direct query mode is coming soon, right? It's in works. It should be out in a couple of weeks, but currently we support it only in the Spice mode. Okay. As for references, all the steps that I actually showed, we also have a blog that you can refer to that has different screenshots, and then we can basically go ahead and refer back to it. If you need any other help with QuickSight, you can actually go to the QuickSight community, right? And you have all your questions answered, all the learning resources available to you on QuickSight. We also have multiple webinars that we host that you can go and refer back to on the event section of it, right? So anything you have to learn about QuickSight, go to the QuickSight community, and then you can learn from there.